Thank you very much, Kier, and thank you, Manuel, and thank you, moreover, Volodymyr and all the colleagues that are here in Rome taking place to this conference. I'm obviously particularly pleased that we take part in this meeting together with Volodymyr and the leaders who are attending to the Ukraine Recovery Conference in Rome. I think it is the numbers of this conference show better than anything else the commitment we all share, not only about achieving peace, but about a future for Ukraine. It's a future of peace, stability, sovereignty. The group has long been discussing our shared commitment to ensuring Ukraine a perspective of peace and security. I believe, obviously, that the Ukraine Recovery Conference is part of this work that we do together, the work that we are doing to enable Kyiv to restart economically and to rebuild what has been destroyed by more than 3 years of senseless war is an integral part of the efforts that we discuss in this table. It is a long-term investment in a future of peace, stability, security, sovereignty, prosperity. Obviously, our efforts are complementary to those of the US administration in building the just and lasting peace which Kyiv has so often shown it desires more than anybody. Western unity, as I've been saying many, many times, is fundamental, and therefore I'm particularly glad that President Trump's special envoy for Ukraine, General Kellogg, and Senators Graham and Blumenthal joined the Ukraine Recovery Conference, but also for the first time this meeting and this table. And I'm quite proud it happens in Rome, so thank you for being here. With these relentless and increasingly massive bombings of civilian targets, Russia, on the contrary, does not show any willingness to make any progress. For this reason, alongside the necessary support to Ukraine, I do agree on the fact that we must also increase pressure on Moscow, so to achieve as soon as possible a ceasefire that will finally make way for diplomacy. This is the debate we are going to do today. But as always, we have to remind that it only can happen thanks to deterrence. It only can happen thanks to deterrence. As anyone who's not naive perfectly understand, it's not about a good mood that we can have towards Russia. It is about what we can do to really make pressure and deterrence. I think this is what we have to discuss, and this is what we have to deliver on, and this is what the innocent victims, their families expect from us, a population that wants to rebuild, but it is also what our citizens, which are tired of the consequences of meaningless aggression that has brought the war back in the heart of Europe, ask from us. As you know, and as you see with this conference this morning, you can always count on Italy at 360 degrees. And I'm very proud that with the work that we've done together this morning, we've guaranteed to Ukraine agreements that are worth more than 10 billion euros. So thank you all, colleagues, and thank you also the private sector that decided to help us and the organizations that participated. And I stop. Thank you, Kier. Kier, we don't hear you.
Thank you very much, Giorgia.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Giorgia. I was saying, can we bring in Volodymyr, who is there right by your side? So, Volodymyr, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, dear friends. I'm glad to see you all, of course. Kier, Emmanuel, you're in London today. Giorgia, thank you for hosting the coalition in Rome. Thank you so much. And for the conference, for organizing this conference, thank you very much. General Kellogg, Senators Graham and Blumenthal, thank you so much. Giorgia already said about it. It's so great that you joined this format and the first time thanks to President Trump, and his signals are very, very important, and we count on it. And I'm sure that in the future we will develop the coalition of the willings together, and this is important. We are now, dear friends, in the middle of the year, and the first half has made many things clear. It's now obvious to all partners that Russia is blocking all peace efforts, and it was Putin who rejected the ceasefire proposal, including one brought by the United States. Second, we see that Russia is not only pushing on with attacks at the front and trying to expand the war, but also still putting huge resources into weapons production. Putin is planning to keep fighting, and he's not looking for a way out of this war. Third, our joint pressure has created real strategic problems for Russia. Sanctions are working, and thank you very much. Thanks for all the packages of European Union. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Ursula, very much for this. And we very count, and I think we will speak a little bit later with our American friends. We need such strong sanctions from the United States, and because of these sanctions, I think Russia has no good future. But sadly, it still has the ability to keep fighting, and that's why we need to increase the pressure together and make our defense even stronger. And let's focus on that in today's meeting. So I will talk about the Ukrainian soldiers and how to support them. I will talk about weapons, especially drones, how Europe together with Ukraine can produce more, better than Russia. And I will talk about our relations with the United States and defensive capability that only they have, but we need them very much. I think it's in a common interest of the Europe. And of course, I will talk about how we are working on real security guarantees. That what Keir and Emmanuel mentioned already at the very beginning of our meeting. Thank you. And the rest of the details will be shared in a closed format. And thanks to all the leaders who are online, VTC and here, yes, joined in our meeting.
Thank you very much, Vladimir. And